Delete is used to remove specific rows from a table and it does not delete the table structure. It is a DML command, that is data manipulation language command, which works at the row level. It means it processes all the data row by row. Next is you can use where clause with the delete statement to delete the required records only or a specific record only. Next is it is logged row by row, meaning that each deleted row is fully logged in the transaction log, and because of this row by row logging, delete is slower than truncate. And the most important benefit is delete can be rolled back if it is executed inside a transaction. That is why in real production system, delete is preferred when controlled and recoverable data removal is required. So let's see short example which you can showcase in the interview. Let's suppose you are working in a product company where the orders table stores daily transactions. Now you want to delete selected records where order status is cancelled. So in this case, the delete statement removes only those rows from the orders table where the order status is cancelled, while keeping all other orders and the table structure intact. Now truncate. So truncate is used to remove all rows from a table at once while keeping the table structure intact. It is a DDL command, that is data definition language command, which means that it works at the table level rather than processing row by row. Truncate does not support a where clause, meaning that you cannot use where clause with the truncate statement to remove the specific records or selective records, and it uses minimal logging, which is making it much faster than delete, especially for processing large tables. Because it is a DDL operation, truncate cannot be rolled back even if executed inside a transaction. And one of the most important point interviewer expect you to mention is that truncate reset the identity columns value back to their starting point, which is why it must be used carefully in the production system. Let's see one short example to showcase an interview. Let's suppose you are working in a product company where the orders table stores daily transactions. At the end of every month, the business wants to clear the old test data from a staging environment before loading fresh data. So in this case, you don't need old rows. Also, you don't care about the rollback and you want fast execution as well. So the truncate is the best choice. So what you have to return is truncate table orders. So it will delete the old test data. Now comes the dangerous one, drop. So when we use drop, we are not just deleting the data, we are deleting the entire table itself. That means the data is gone, the table structure is gone, and along with it, all indexes, constraint, dependencies are also removed. After a drop operation, the table no longer exists in the database. There is no rollback possible. There is nothing left to recover unless you restore from backup. So that's why drop is considered the most destructive command and is used very carefully in the real production system. Guys, if you want a quick revision, I have added the PDF link in the pinned comment. Feel free to download it.